making a recording. Currently I'm in France in a place called Arras, which is spelled Arass, I think. And as you know from my other recordings, my family's motorhome was broke down. Basically, it's been ridiculous. So day before yesterday, we got the van sent to the garage, waiting for a taxi that was supposedly being provided by Fiat Assist, which is the support for the new vehicle. Yeah. Waited 2 hours, nothing. So we've come to took to a hotel, because they said they booked a hotel and a hire car, which they had, but I'll go on to that later. So we get took to, we're in Arras, so we get took to the hotel here, which we have to pay ourselves. I think they're going to claim it back through something, but basically we have to pay ourselves. So come to find out that the taxi that they ordered was taking us to a town called Lens, which is the completely wrong town we need to be in. It's about 50 miles away. So the taxi was sent from Lens to here. So it's like, why is that? It's like sending a taxi from Manchester to Sheffield when you're supposed to be getting a taxi from Sheffield to somewhere like that. That's the distance involved. So like 50 miles. In fact, I think it's further than that. So you're talking like 50 miles, yeah? And this is pretty short delivery. Because how can you mistake the town? So, you can hear the horning. The targeting has been continuing here. That's something they've been doing at home, is horning. That's them letting me know that they know I'm making this recording, which I guess they don't want me to do. So, the taxi comes to the garage here after we got dropped off by the garage owner, who kindly dropped us off at the hotel. And turns out the taxi's willing to pick us up another day. So, that's and they booked a hotel and a hire car in a complete wrong town that we were in. Shit was just ridiculous. So after that, it's supposedly going to be fixed tomorrow. We've been here 3 nights. 4 if you count the first. 4 nights. First night we're in the motorhome. We were staying overnight and had to wait pretty much all day to be picked up and took to this place. But the last few days have been good. I've enjoyed looking around this place, to be honest. Really interesting and scenic place. But so the targeting, I'll get onto that now. Targeting in France has been identical to the targeting in the UK. The exact same tactics, just like before when I was in France. With some slight variations. I haven't had the one hand in pocket in France, but I've had the one brake light, the one headlight, and the sirens, and the targeting using the police and the paramedics. Especially today, using both the police and the paramedics to target. So I'll give you an example, right? Yesterday, I'll give you an example from yesterday. Yesterday, we went up this church spire thing. You could go up it, And I see at the bottom there's this like guy lying on the ground in the town square, and I thought this guy was asleep. So come down, and this is the street theatre. Come down, and there's the ambulance, and the guy is getting took into the ambulance. And I thought maybe that was a genuine incident, but today I highly doubt that, because today I hear the same thing, of the fucking French siren, because that's what their sirens sound like. They're different to the United States and UK sirens. So that's their sirens. The ambulance comes in this area we were in, and guess what? It has one headlight, doesn't it? Of course it has one headlight. So this ambulance pulls in, and one of the paramedics goes into a building to the left, I guess to make it look like something's going on, because people will be questioning why an ambulance is there, again with the lights on. They had the lights on because one of the things they try and do is target you with colours, especially with lights and stuff. So I think they're trying to send a subliminal threat that they're going to injure me, which they do a lot. They like to target me with the paramedics in the UK, and seems the same tactic is being used in France as well, using the paramedics to target me. So, that they're targeting me, and the one headlight is to let me know that it's for me. So I think that thing yesterday was for me to see, to like send me a subliminal message that they're gonna make me a casualty or something. Because they've done that kind of shit so many times before. Street theatre using paramedics and the ambulances. So after that, it drives off, and we're visiting this part of the town near Roman fort, and it just happens to be like a Roman ruin place we wanted to see, and just happens to be that there's a prison there, right? And there's this little park, and we're coming up, and there's a police van. He's pulled in at the side of this junction, and he's looking. Like, I felt like he was watching me. So this police van is there, and head up, and there's two police officers, and there's a guy. Again, it's just them trying to put in my head that they're going, because they've done this a lot. They're trying to put in my head that they're going to arrest me. It just happens to be by a prison, so I don't know if we were remote neural monitored. V2K. I meant to go in that area. I don't know, or they took advantage of the fact that there was a prison on the area. So again, like they're basically trying to send a subliminal message that, I'm going to be arrested or whatever. So I walk past the police, and the police are talking to this young man, probably about my age, maybe a little bit younger, like two police officers plus the police officer in the van. And then I go through this park and then turn right, and then another police vehicle drives behind me, and then another one at the side of the junction. But yeah, that's how they do it. That's how they target you with the police, basically. So the targeting here has been a bit less intense than a lot less intense than the UK. It's been more psychological, use of subliminal threat, and kind of more visual tactics than it's been very auditory, my targeting in the UK. Use of noise, sirens, cars honking, cars going past with music, cars revving. There's been a bit of that here, like especially at the hotel we're at the other night. Middle of the night, this car pulls in and slams the door about 6 or 7 times outside the window where we're sleeping, but it's pretty soundproof, the window, so it didn't really disturb me. I was already awake when it happened anyway. yeah, it's been kind of psychological, and that's basically it. Um, don't think anything else has happened. So yeah, just wanted to talk about that. Oh yeah, a lot of people glaring at me. I've had a lot of people glaring at me, and I've the distinct feeling that I'm being surveilled, which is probably true. I mean, I keep seeing people watching me, and yeah. So yeah, the exact same tactics used in the UK being used to a T. I mean, identical tactics used on me in France once again.